the Mac company took a picture of just the bottom half of this girl's mouth, and people were posting really ignorant comments. Um, I've been working on my book, Cover Mirrors, too, and I have a chapter that goes right along with the situation there, which I find crazy because every time I'm in the middle of doing something, questioning whether I should still be doing it or not, something like that will come up, and I'm like, I'm on the right path. I got to finish this. So I wanted to share the chapter with you, okay? If you know anything about Covered Mirrors 1, the lead character was named Lincoln, and her sister and brother were put out of an apartment with their mother, and she was the it girl, but now she has to go to school, and she doesn't have the attire to keep up that image. See, she has the words for me. To keep up that image. But she learns a lot throughout the book. So this is her writing a journal entry again. Anyway, her lips were plump, slightly larger than mine. They were the ones that she was born with. She hadn't altered a thing. They were also on the size chart of the most sought after, most paid for, and highest cost at the plastic surgeon's office. But in a school like mine, where we despised our physical features that God adorned us with and loved only the things that society said were right, the things we could buy and use to cover up, her lips, became the go-to slam. They were the end of 75% of the last statements before a teacher got involved. ... with your big lips. It was the last statement thrown before sixth period finally decided to get up and say, "That's enough, young man." And as I turned around, I saw her pull them into her mouth, positioning them between her teeth as best as she could, and biting down, trying to hold in the tears. I turned back around, and one more thing came flying out of his mouth. It was under his breath, so low that the teacher didn't hear, but I did. And that was how I got my first suspension. Without thinking, my hands flew out of my pocket, and I swear to you, on their own, tried to take his head off his shoulders. Now, I know old school rules don't apply. Boys hit girls, which is exactly why I hadn't hit a boy before, even though he deserved it. But today was different. I didn't think. It just happened. It just happened. Something so inappropriate, so disgusting, so ugly flew out of his mouth, and it turned my stomach. He was destroying that girl's sense of worth, and if I had another set of hands, the girl behind him would have gotten it too. I know this is absolutely not the way to handle any situation, but sometimes you just have to shut it down. I guess he was stunned, shocked even, because by the time he got up to retaliate, I had already asked if his mother taught him that. I reminded him that whatever he was saying to her, some boy was going to say to his little sister, and Kenny was standing in front of me, pushing me out the door. The girl that sat behind the garbage mouth was still laughing, and as garbage mouth jumped up to come at me, Kenny turned towards him with a look of steel and was like, "Man, I wish you would." He stopped right in his tracks. Garbage mouth stopped right in his tracks. I glanced over at Funny Girl with a grimace. She slouched down in her seat and sat as still as Kenny's look. He snatched me by the arm and politely escorted me out of the room as I heard the loudspeaker blare out, "Lincoln Marcel Erickson to the office immediately." I spent the next couple of days at home. I was told I needed time off to reflect on what I had done. When I thought about the situation, I only got more and more angry. That past summer, white girls were in magazines flaunting their new set of lips, and people thought this was truly beautiful. I admit the girl was really pretty with her new set, but how were they gorgeous on her but ugly on girls like me? And then ridiculed by young men that came from women that looked like me. Why did they hate us so much? Then I remember Miss Washington talking about Willie Lynch, self-hate, and programming. Here we were, doing everything we could to fit into what society deemed beautiful. Fake hair, smaller butts, don't poke out your lips, and then they flip it on us. Tell us it's only ugly on us but beautiful on someone else. And our guys run to it. But then I thought deeper into the situation. These women are altering themselves too to look like us. Now that's crazy, especially since we're so despised. At least I know I'm messed up. Suspension assignment. What did I learn from my actions? Next time, hit him in the throat so he can't get up. Kenny still isn't speaking to me. He says I embarrassed myself by reaching by reacting that way. I say some people don't understand anything but a smack. But he's right, I did. Now I have to reclaim my reputation of intellect and erase this thug image. Maybe volunteer work. Okay, so that was the chapter. I think it goes hand in hand with the article that's out about the with the image of the girl's lips taken by, what was it taken by? Did you?
It was taken by Mac.
It was taken by Mac, and a lot of people were writing a lot of ignorant.
Makeup.
The Mac, yeah, makeup company, and a lot of people were writing a lot of ignorant comments after it. Example. Go ahead.
WTF? What are these lips? Nigga lips? Question mark. Some girl says unfollows because she doesn't like it.
From my understanding, a lot of the really ignorant comments were taken down. But, I mean, it's crazy how people that are commenting,
this is what they say,
are the people that are going out and buying lips. Like, seriously?
Look what they say. Many people on social media were quick to point out the double standards of a black model receiving criticism for her fuller lips, while stars like Kylie Jenner cosmetically enhanced her lips to pout and started trends successful enough to release a line of beauty products. Because now she has her own lip kit, and I'm telling you, it sells out in minutes.
That's crazy. And then you have...
lips are fake.
Her lips are fake. And then you have like this trend after she did her lips. There was this trend of people putting their lips in a bottle or whatever, and they were like destroying the vessels,
cutting the circulation off,
so that they could their lips would
the vessels so their lips could just, I don't know, they got
so they could get fuller lips.
Yeah.
And they want to destroy this girl's image or destroy this girl's self-worth, talking about her lips because she was born like that. I don't understand. I'm confused. You confused? I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Confused. But anyway,
they don't like it on black girls.
Yeah. So it goes hand in hand with the chapter that I wrote. So once again, I think I'm still on the right path. I'm going to finish this book sometime in the near future. Because I think young children need to read it, and so they can think about what it is that's really going on.